Phone number is 876-344-7028. You can give us a call if you have, want to give any assistance to the family. It would be of great significance.
To my understanding, it's the second time they had a confliction. She went to the gas station before and there was a customer. We're supposed to receive some change. But my sister, the pump assistant said she don't have any change. My sister was there buying gas, so she stretched her cash, what that she's supposed to buy the gas with, to the gentleman that were supposed to get the change. However, the pump assistant told her, "You don't effing work here. Why you give the change to the man? Go get back my effing money." My sister turned to her and said, "But you didn't have any change, and you have the man change, and that's the exact amount of gas that I had wanted." The young lady said, "You don't work here, so don't go get back the money." My sister walked off the pump and gone back and called the gentleman. The gentleman came back and said, "Where is my change? Use my change and put the gas in her jug." She drew a piece of stick to hit my sister. My sister drew back a piece of stick. Nearby part the fight, and my sister went by the Witton police station to lodge a complaint. After she left the police station, she went back to the manager for the gas station and lodge a complaint there also. On Thursday, she went back to the gas station to get some gas. The pump assistant said to her, "You come back here after you go a station, go effing report me," and that's where the altercation start. She pressed in the amount of gas in the machine and raised the hose and spray her with the hose. The other sister heard the commotion because they don't live far from the gas station. She run by, and then when the assistant was about to strike the lighter, my sister jumped on her, threw her to the ground, and she fell. In that minute of the time when she fell with the lighter, she struck the lighter and threw it on my sister and catch her on fire. To clarify the story that TVJ has there, saying that my sister is in the hospital, the other sister is stabbed up, and one is in jail. It's not like that. One is in the hospital, one came to part the fight, and she's also in custody, did not charge. She's been in custody and she did not charge. The police has not charged her. I tried to get in touch with Corporal Brown of the Witton police station to seek some assistance. Also from the Fesco gas station, because I heard that they had a camera system there. I have no assistance whatsoever.
The Burn Foundation of Jamaica is on standby. The air ambulance services are on standby. The hospital is on standby. We're just waiting on the medical report. Remember, time is of the essence. And so I'm appealing to Jamaica, please, whatever you can give to help this situation. It's really a tragedy. It's really a tragic situation. Please, every mickle make a muckle. You could go to www.crisissupportcharity.org. A link is there where persons can make donations. So please, whatever you can give, please, to help, please.
Jamaica shocked. Dacia Forrester burned at Westmoreland gas station, and Manchester baby tragedy. So this is a special report to the Common Sense News family. So tonight we are going to discuss two heartbreaking and deeply disturbing incidents that have shaken communities in Jamaica. The first story comes out of Westmoreland, where a young woman named Dacia Forrester is currently fighting for her life after being doused with gasoline and set on fire during a dispute at a gas station. Reports indicate that the suspect in the case is gas station pump attendant Colette Swaby. After the horrific attack, Dacia Forrester was rushed to hospital and taken into immediate emergency surgery as doctors worked urgently to stabilize her condition and treat severe burn injuries. This incident has sparked anger, sadness, and intense national discussion about violence, conflicts, and how situations can escalate into tragedy. But this is not the only story that has Jamaica shaken today. In a completely separate case, the quiet rural community of Top Hill in Manchester has been left in deep mourning after the body of a 10 weeks old baby boy was discovered in a bucket of water on Tuesday afternoon, March 3rd, 2026. Police have confirmed that an investigation is underway and authorities are currently seeking the child's mother for questioning as they try to piece together what led to the baby's tragic death. Two different stories, two different communities, but both events have left Jamaicans asking difficult questions about violence, mental health, family struggles, and the value of human life. Tonight, we will carefully break down both stories. So before we even go any further, let us welcome every single person watching right now to the Common Sense News family. If this is your first time here, this platform is dedicated to breaking down major news stories affecting Jamaica and the wider Caribbean in a way that is thoughtful, respectful, and honest. We don't just rush to headlines. We talk about the human side of these stories. We examine the community impact and we encourage real conversation that matters. So if you appreciate content like this and you want to stay informed, make sure you support the platform by doing three simple things. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with others, and most importantly, leave your thoughts in the comment section because your voice matters and this community is built on discussion and awareness. Remember, the Common Sense News family is the place to be for the latest news and real conversation. So now let's begin with the first story. The Westmoreland gas station fire. The event that unfolded in Westmoreland have left many people deeply disturbed. According to reports, a dispute at a gas station turned into a terrifying and violent confrontation that ended with a woman engulfed in flames. The victim, Dacia Forrester, reportedly became involved in an argument at the location. Witnesses said the situation escalated quickly. What began as a confrontation soon turned into something far more dangerous. Authorities said that gasoline was allegedly poured on Dacia Forrester and within moments she was set ablaze. The suspect identified in the case is Colette Swaby, a pump attendant working at the gas station. So we are going to know the moment when everything really and truly changed. Gasoline is one of the most flammable liquids commonly found in everyday environments. When gasoline comes into contact with fire, the result is almost instant ignition. Within seconds, flame can spread rapidly. Witnesses describe a chaotic and horrifying scene. People reportedly began shouting, some attempted to help, others called emergency services. In situations like this, every second really and truly counts. So we're gonna get more in detail in the race to save this lady who was dosed by a gas station attendant Khaled Suebis. Yeah man, we are getting at the race to save her life. So after the fire attack, Dacia Forrester was rushed to the hospital. Burn injuries are among the most dangerous and painful medical injuries. Doctors must move quickly to prevent severe infection, organ failure, fluid loss, and breathing complications. Reports indicate that once she arrived at the hospital, medical staff made the decision to take her into immediate surgery. Emergency surgery for burn victims may include procedures such as removing burn tissues, stabilizing the airway, controlling bleeding, preparing the body for future skin grafts. In many severe burn cases, patients require multiple surgeries over time. Recovery can take months or even years. So now to the long road of burn survivors. Burn survivors face challenges that extend far beyond the hospital. They must often endure intense physical pain, repeated surgeries, rehabilitation therapy, and emotional trauma. Many survivors also struggle with post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD) after experiencing such violent acts. Even after physical wounds begin to heal, the psychological scars may remain. This is why burn victims often require long-term medical and emotional support. So now to the community's reaction to all of this, what took place down there at the Westmoreland gas station. The Westmoreland community has responded with shock and anger. Many residents have expressed disbelief that such a violent act could take place in a public setting like a gas station. Some residents say the situation highlights how quickly arguments can spiral out of control. Others are demanding justice and calling for authorities to ensure that incidents like this are taken seriously. For many people, the question remains, how did things escalate to this level? The investigation we are getting now, people, where whenever an incident like this occurs, police must conduct a thorough investigation. Investigators typically focus on several key areas, which are eyewitnesses' statements, the security camera footages if there is any, and forensic evidence, also the timeline of the event. Authorities must determine exactly what happened and why. These investigations can take time because every detail must be carefully examined. So we get in detail even more people in the human side of the whole entire story, because behind the headline is a human being. Dacia Forrester is not just a name in the news. She is a daughter, she is a friend, she is someone whose life changed forever in a matter of seconds. And while the legal process will determine responsibility, the focus right now for many people is hoping she survives and recovers. So now, my people, as we are said, we are jump into the next exclusive which you guys have been waiting on, which is the Manchester baby tragedy. Now we turn to a completely separate case that has also shocked the nation. This incident occurred in the rural district of Top Hill, Manchester. On Tuesday afternoon, March 3rd, 2026, residents made a discovery that would leave the entire community devastated. The body of a 10-week-old baby boy was found in a bucket of water. For a quiet rural community like Top Hill, the news spread quickly. Shock, confusion, and grief. There were the emotions felt throughout the district. So the police now have confirmed the investigation. The Corporate Communications Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force confirmed that the incident is under active investigation. Authorities have stated that they are seeking the child's mother for questioning. At this stage, investigators are working to determine how the infant died, the timeline of events, and who was present at the time. A post-mortem examination will likely be conducted to determine the official cause of death. So now, right now, the community is shocked, and the residents of Top Hill says they never imagined something like this happening in their community. Many describe the district as peaceful and family-oriented. News of the infant's death have left residents grieving and searching for answers. Some community members say they are struggling to process the tragedy. Others are calling for the support of systems for vulnerable families. So we are going to get into the mental health side of this whole discussion. Cases involving infants often raise important conversations about mental health. Many new mothers faces intense emotional and psychological challenges after giving birth. Conditions such as postpartum depression can affect a mother's ability to cope with stress and responsibility. Experts say that early support systems are crucial. Families, communities, and healthcare providers must work together to ensure that mothers receive the help they need. A moment of national reflection is what we are going to take in, people, because these two stories are very different, but they both remind us of something important. Human life is fragile. In moments of anger, desperation, or emotional distress, situations can spiral into tragedy. That is why communities must remain vigilant and supportive of one another. The role of community right now, people, community plays a major role in preventing tragedies. Checking in on neighbors, supporting young parents, encouraging peaceful conflict resolution. These simple actions can make a powerful difference. So now to our message right now, as we look into tonight's discussion, we must remember the human side of these stories. A young woman is fighting for her life after being burned. A 10-week-old baby has lost his life under tragic circumstances, and two communities are left trying to understand what happened. These are not just headlines, these are real lives, people. You see me? So right now, to everyone watching right now, before we get no further in detail in these exclusive which you guys are going to want to wait for, thank you for being part of the Common Sense News family. That's what I meant to say. If you believe in informed discussions and respectful reporting, please continue to support this platform. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with the others, my people. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Remember, your engagement help keep these important conversations alive. And remember, Common Sense News is the place to be for the latest real discussions and community awareness. What's going on, Common Sense News family? If you're new here, just welcome to the platform, where we don't just repeat headlines, we break down stories with sense, honesty, and real human understanding. This channel is about awareness, as I said before. It's about community and meaningful conversations. We talk about what's happening in Jamaica and beyond. We do it with respect, people. If you believe in staying informed and thinking deeper about what's going on around us, make sure you subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends and family, and drop your thoughts in the comment section. Your voice matter. Now today we need to talk seriously, my people. In a them two incident there, what we are talking about, we are looking at the two separate but deeply disturbing incident, the one in Westmoreland and the other in Manchester. Two different communities, my people, but two different tragedies, you see me, but both leave us with heavy hearts and serious questions. So now we are get into the Westmoreland gas station fire and my thoughts on all of these people, you see me. Let us start with the situation involving Dacia Forrester. Report says that she was involved in a dispute at a gas station in Westmoreland, my people. Things escalated, gasoline was allegedly poured on her and she was set on fire. The suspect name in the case, as you know, is Khaled Swaby, a pump attendant at the location. Now pause for a moment, my people. Think about it. Gasoline, fire. That's not something that happens by accident in a heated argument. That's a decision. That's escalation beyond control. And that is what troubles me the most, my people. Arguments every day, but people disagree, people get upset. But at what point did we as a society begin jumping straight to extreme violence? Dacia Forrester was rushed to hospital and taken into immediate surgery. That tells you how serious her condition was and is still. But burn injuries are not small injuries, my people. They are life-threatening, they are painful beyond words, and recovery can take months or even years. When someone is burned, it's not just the skin that suffers. The body goes into shock, infection risk increases, organs can be affected, and emotionally, the trauma is deep. I keep thinking about how quickly this must have happened. 1 minute a dispute, then next minute someone fighting for their life. What does that say about anger today? What does that say about conflict resolution in our communities? I'm not here to judge before the courts do their work. An investigation must be done properly, evidence must be examined, everyone deserves due process. But as a human being, I cannot ignore how frightening this is. A public place, a gas station, somewhere people go every day. If something like this can happen there, then clearly we need stronger conversations about de-escalation, emotional control, and accountability. And let me say this clearly, violence is never the answer. You hear that? Westmoreland is hurting right now. People are shocked. People are angry, and many are asking how the situation reached that point. As communities, we have to ask ourselves, are we teaching young people how to handle conflict? Are we normalizing aggressive behavior? Are we even stepping in early when tensions rise? Because sometimes warning signs exist long before tragedy strikes. This is not just about one incident, it's about a pattern we are seeing across societies where disagreements are ending in permanent damages. And that is something we must confront honestly. So now we are getting into the Manchester baby tragedy, a different kind of pain again, my people. Now let's talk about Manchester. A 10 weeks old baby boy was found in a bucket of water in Tapil. When I heard that, my heart dropped, my people. A 10 weeks old baby, that is a child who just entered this world. Jaja know. People have confirmed they are investigating. Police them also have confirmed the investigation also, and authorities are seeking the child's mother for questioning. The corporate communications unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force has stated that investigations are ongoing. Now listen carefully, my people. This is sensitive, very sensitive, because when a case involves an infant, emotions run extremely high. People feel anger, people feel sadness, people want immediate answers, but investigations takes time. Facts matter. Still, we cannot ignore the larger conversation this raises. Was there support for this family? Was there mental health assistance? Was someone struggling silently? Postpartum depression is real in our people. Stress real too, and poverty pressures are also real. Emotional breakdowns, you can even have to talk about that. Them they're real too. You see me? Again, I am not excusing anything. I am not defending wrongdoing. If a crime occurred, justice must take its course. But as a society, we must also ask, are mothers getting enough support? Are families checking in? Our community is paying attention when someone seems overwhelmed because tragedies like this often come after silent struggles. You see me? Two stories, one nation reflecting. When you step back and look at both cases, you see something deeper. One situation appears to involve rage and escalation, the other may involve desperation, mental strain, or something else we still do not fully understand. But both reminds us that we are living in intense times. People are stressed, people are frustrated, people are overwhelmed. And when pressure builds with support, explosions happen. Also, or should I say, and when pressure builds without support, explosions do happen, whether in anger or emotional collapse. That is why we need stronger community ties, we need safe space to talk, we need mental health awareness that is not stigmatized, we need accountability without cruelty, we need compassion without foolishness. So, me I go on my personal view on the whole of this incident involving the baby up there in Top Hill, Manchester, who was found in a bucket 10 weeks after he was born, and also the incident down there in Westmoreland gas station involving a person by the name of Dacia Forrester who was dosed by gasoline by a pump attendant at that same institution by the name of Khaled Swebi. So my personal view, people, as someone who speaks to you regularly on this platform, I feel responsible to say this. We cannot normalize violence, you see me? We cannot become numb to tragedy, and we cannot treat headlines like entertainment. Behind these stories are real people, real families, and a real pain, as me been emphasized from me get go and start this vlog, my people. Dacia Forrester is fighting for her life. A baby boy in Manchester lost his, and there are not statistics. These are not statistics. These are human beings, and if we lose our humanity in how we respond, then we lose something bigger. So right now, this is my message to the community. If you are watching this and you are struggling with anger, get help. If you are overwhelmed as a parent, talk to someone. If you see someone close to you breaking down emotionally, don't ignore it. Sometimes one conversation can prevent disaster. We must take responsibility for one another. So right now, to everyone watching right now, thank you for staying until the end of this important discussion. This is what Common Sense is. Common Sense News Family is about not gossip, not hype, but real conversation that matters. If you appreciate honest breakdowns like this, support the platform by subscribing, like the video, share it with a friend and a family, leave your respectful thoughts in the comments. Tell someone today that Common Sense News is the place to be for the latest news and real talk. We grow by spreading awareness, we build by supporting each other, and we stay strong by facing hard conversations together. Until next time, stay safe, stay aware, and take care of each other. I'm out.